Hey guys, how's it going, Electron Man? Man, I need to get a beard trim and a haircut. Boy, I'm getting to look a little wild here. Anyway, sorry. Um, Today's a bit of a different video for me. I'm gonna do a T-Mobile internet box opening. Basically, I have cable internet right now, but I'm semi-rural, a couple of miles from the town, and it's just constantly bouncing. I'm having piles of problems. So I already have T-Mobile phones, so it actually will save me money. It's $30 or $40 a month cheaper than what I'm paying for cable, and if it'll perform, as well or close to as well, I mean, I think it's a win-win, and I think probably with the 5G towers, I'm going to have more uptime than I've been dealing with my cable. In fact, it's been bouncing, and I called, and they can't get here till like August. This is pretty typical. I mean, so I'm just supposed to be without internet for a week or something. But anyway, I'm way off here. This is about a box opening, there's lots of box openings. They're not box openings, but configuring this router. Well, mine's a little different because I was a little frustrated when I was researching it to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to try and really be more specific about the hardware, because that I could not. I think we all know how to plug it in and get it going. I mean, I don't think that's that hard to do. It literally is plug and go pretty much. It's already configured. It's already got the SIM card in it. So I mean, that to me, but that's like 99% of the videos out here. So mine's a little bit different perspective. I'm doing a box opening, and we're going to take a real close look at the hardware front and back, so that you can see what it looks like, because that's one thing I just could not find out there on the YouTube videos that I saw about it. So anyway, let me get to it. I've already wasted a couple minutes of me yakking, so let me get around here and switch the camera around, and we're just going to kind of do a box open. I just received it a couple hours ago, so you're opening it at the same time as me. Let me get this turned around, and we'll take a look. That's a pretty good view of it, or at least I can get it in a picture. Anyway, hopefully, I tried to turn all the fans off. I have a lot of fans. If you've seen my videos, I've got a lot of ham equipment stuff, so I ain't have a lot of fan noise. But anyway, hopefully you're getting a good view of this. But here we go. We're going to open the box. This is where they came. And by the way, I went for the premium one. And on the premium one, and I think the second tier, as far as it goes with T-Mobile, you get the same router. I think if you go for the basic plan, the cheap plan, basically, I don't think it's the same one. And on the mid plan, it gives you this router, but it doesn't give you the extra mesh access point. With me, with my property and everything, I went ahead and went for the mesh access point. That, and you get a few other perks with going for the premium one. You get Paramount Plus included, so it's kind of, to me, it was kind of worth it to just get the extra subscriptions as well as get the mesh part of it. But we're gonna open both of them. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this box first. It looks like it's got a T-Mobile Internet 5 quick start guide. It looks like you can scan the QR. Pretty light on that. I'm guessing they're wanting you to go ahead and get the hit the QR code there, and from that it probably gives you a video how to do it. But anyway, that's not what we're here for anyway. So let me go ahead and open the box here. Here's the router. As you can see, it's even still got the plastic on it. In fact, let's do this together. I don't know why I get so much enjoyment out of this, but oh yeah, I don't know why, but I just like doing that. But anyway, there's the router, and obviously it's got an LCD screen on the front, and we'll look at the hardware on the back here. And it has 4 external connections here. There's where your SIM card is. Looks like it's got a USB hub and a USB power. So one of them is for USB. I guess if you wanted to, I'm not sure, maybe you have a USB powered hub or whatever, but it's got 2 C connectors in the back. And obviously the one to the far left there, you can see it, shows that that's your power input. So it's going to use a USB-C for power. And then it's got, that one shows a hub for a USB-C. There's your SIM card. It has 2 LAN ports in it, LAN 1 and LAN 2. From what I understand, the mesh can plug into one of these, or the mesh can work wirelessly. And then of course LAN 1, you could use it to connect a router or whatever. And I've seen some external antennas, but their price is exorbitant. I'm just curious, if I use just a standard, that looks like a standard SMA female connector there, so should be pretty easy to find maybe a cellular phone antenna if I want to try some external antenna, because I might need it. I'm in a metal building, so that's always a concern. That's why I kind of was hesitant to do this, but I do like seeing 4 of these, and it's probably to give you 4 different, I don't know why they did 4 of them, maybe 4 different bandwidths. I don't know, I'll have to do some research on it, but basically it has 4 different antenna connectors on the back of it. Other than that, that looks like that's pretty much it. LCD screen. We will go ahead and plug it up and see what the LCD screen looks like, but that's a good, I've given you more of a view there than I have found on any of the videos. So if you're wanting to know what's on the back of the T-Mobile router, that's what's on the back of it. Let's see what else we got in the box here. Of course, we got there's our power cord, and of course it's a USB-C. What is the output on this thing? For my eyes, looks like it's a 5 volt at 3 amps. So 5 volt 3 amp USB-C power adapter to power the hub, and it looks like it has a nice little base plate here. Not sure what exactly that base plate's for. That's it. That's all in that box. Pretty light on the hardware on the box. In the box. On the box. In the box. Oh, I see. This is so you can actually has to where you can have the base set straight, and then you can turn. Yeah, and you can turn the router, which to me it seems like you could just. But I do like the idea of the base. Base just snaps in like that. There's your base. It even looks like it has some anti-slide material or something on there, or maybe that's weight. But there you go. There's with the base. Definitely makes it more stable. Okay, that's it on that, guys. Let me open the mesh. As you can see, I have not even cut the tag yet on this. So we'll go ahead and cut the tag open here. Get it out. And here's your mesh unit, and it's got 2 LANs too. That's kind of cool. So that means you could hook up wire to the router, as well as it gives you a second LAN, or maybe you could use 2 LANs and mesh it out if you wanted to use hardwire instead of wireless. If you had, you know, whatever, a router, or, you know, depending on your configuration. And it as well has a USB-C power connector as well. What else is in this box? It comes with the Ethernet cable. Looks like probably a 10-footer, just guessing. And another USB-C power adapter. And what is this one? Of course it's 5 volts. Looks like it's 1 amp. So there's all your hardware right there. There's your router and your mesh antenna. And obviously you want to put this somewhere you're having a problem getting a signal of this. I will wire this one in because of me going through the metal building, and I want to run it into the shop, and I'll use a hardwire. I've already got it that way anyway, so that makes it easy. I'll just use the current one. I'm assuming that this is just a standard LAN cable, and we'll test that as well. And then as well, it's got your setup information there. That's pretty much a box open on it, guys. Let me go ahead and real quick plug it in, and let's take a look at what the actual screen on the router looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it in. Obviously we want to make sure and plug it in the one that says power. Great thing about USB-C is it doesn't matter. It's not either direction it'll plug into. So there we go. I've got it plugged in. Let's see. We've got the T-Mobile's. There it goes, powering up. Of course, this is the initial first time it's been plugged in, so it's probably going to take a little longer. It says how to navigate this interface. Shows left and right for previous, and so, and this highlights and enters your item. The middle button, so it's left, previous, next, and then this highlights your okay. So you can go. Anyway, now I'm just doing that, but now it tells me to scan the QR code, and I'm actually showing some signal already, which is a good sign. That's inside my metal building. I'll probably even try a little external antenna. Anyway, I'm getting deeper into this than I wanted to. There you go. There's what it looks like. So hopefully that answers some questions, guys. I'm going to play with it a little bit. If you're interested in these videos or on the T-Mobile deal, I might come back and I'll probably go ahead and record me getting it all configured and going, but this is just for right now. So anyway, we'll be this video. I know it's not real inclusive. It was really more, I just thought it was good to do a video on a box opening and give a good camera view of the hardware that you'll receive. And that's really basically the main reason for this video. If you like it, maybe I'll do one on after the fact. I get it all hooked up in performance, but you know, just give me some comments and feedback on that. Anyway, as always, have a great day. This is Electron Man 73s. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my algorithm. And hit a like. That like makes this video where it's more on the level of other people finding it. So it's always get good likes, comments, and obviously subscribe. Talk to you later. Electron Man.